Sunday, August 21st. General ticket on sale begins this Friday, April 22nd at 10 o'clock in the morning. For tickets, visit redsox.com/Bill Burr. And let Bill know, Dave, that I loved him in The King of Staten Island.
Loved him in The King of Staten Island. We're going to talk about a number of things that Bill is involved in, but thanks so much for joining us and being up here.
Well, thanks for having me. This is ridiculous. This is like the best seats I've ever had in my life.
It's funny. You said the same thing when he sat down here, and he's done a few things in this ballpark as well. But you're going to play a show. You're going to be the first comedian to play a show at Fenway Park. And as a local guy, what does that mean to you?
I can't believe it. I've been kind of just downplaying the whole thing because it doesn't make any sense. But it is happening. You know, I definitely, I started doing stand-up 30 years ago at Nick's Comedy Stop right over there on Warrenton Street. They had this, Find Boston's Funniest College Student was just a scam to pack the club with a bunch of drunk kids watching their friends go up stage and bomb. Right. I was a commuter. I didn't have any friends that came down. But, I went up, did all right, only did all right. And there was a guy hosting, Billy Martin, who now is with Real Time with Bill Maher. He gave me Rita Choice's number. I still have the piece of paper, and here I am. I can't believe it. So I better write some jokes. That's all I know. Wait a second.
Base hit into right field. Off the bat of George Springer.
What about the Blue Jays talking all this smack? Last year was the trailer. This year's the what are they talking about? They got Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Where else they got?
Well, they got Bo Bichette, who's a really good player.
Never heard of him. You got some guys with some nice hair out there, wouldn't you agree?
Oh God,
absolutely.
Yes. Great hair.
I have some envy.
Yeah, this guy, he could give us both some hair.
Yeah, it's the Blue Jay. How about that guy? Who's the guy in middle of relief for the Red Sox with the Metallica haircut?
Yeah, that's
Strom.
Matt Strom.
Yeah.
Just sending some of that my way, huh?
You're a big rock guy. You're
yes,
a drummer, right?
I'm a dad drummer. I could handle a wedding gig. Every time I think I'm getting good at drums, I film myself playing drums, and I'm like, it's like watching yourself run at my age. It's like you think you're killing it, and then somebody films it. It's like, no, I am an old man.
You know one of the things I'm dying to ask you, and I know you're asked this question all the time, because you're absolutely hilarious, and the stuff you say in your act about your wife, none of the rest of us who've been married for 30 or 35 years could ever get away with. You get away with it, but what is it like when you go home after making 10,000 people howl about your wife, something you've said about your wife?
Well, I think I'm more self-deprecating now. I've gotten wiser as the marriage has gone on, but no, my wife is as cool as it comes. She's really cool. Like, she's guy level cool. I know you're not supposed to say that, but she's cool like a guy is, where she can bust chops and all that. She doesn't get all offended. No, she's great. She's a better actor than I am. She's funny than I am. If you don't believe me, just listen on the podcast. So, if I say something, she just usually just trashes me on the podcast anyway. And she thinks, she knows I'm an idiot. It'd be like, I don't know.
Bounding ball to Devers. Into second, he had it long enough and got the out there at second base. Bichette will become the runner at first.
Yeah, I mean, how excited are you? I mean, how many people are going to fill this place?
I don't know. I haven't dealt with any of that. All I was dealing with was not messing up the first pitch, which I could not believe. All the people that came out of the woodwork, the amount of trash talk.
It was a perfect strike.
I did a little Louis T on for you.
I mean, it was unbelievable. I mean, I've seen so many people get up there confident, and they spike it, they throw it. You got up there to the late kick. It was money from my angle.
Noticed. I went up there and just did it. I didn't stand there long enough to think about it.
Look at this.
Oh, God, that's
a little cutter, too. You got a little cutter on there.
Yeah,
sign him.
That's called the messed up rotator cuff.
We got to get Chaim Bloom on this. What do you got? You got a couple innings in you?
I could eat up some innings. Like when they run out of people in the bullpen and they have like the third baseman pitch, I could come in. I know with the first pitch I could get as long as I threw a strike, it'd be a strike. Yep. Just because the look on my face, you'd think it'd be 100 miles an hour. And it really be coming at 49, but it would be all of my effort. So probably the greatest changeup ever.
Would be impressive. No, to me, the most impressive thing, Bill, was that you went to the rubber. You went to the top of the mound. Most people, they do the baby throw. It's right in front of that. I
wasn't doing that, because then they would have been like, oh, what are you throwing from the grass? What do you put bananas on your pancakes? All of that type of stuff. So I was like, if I was going to bounce it, I got to do it from the mound.
Right. Right. Well, that was a perfect strike.
Yeah, you would never live that down if you went on the grass.
Believe me, if you think I'm not already getting trashed just from that little clip you showed, why don't you button up your jersey? You look like you're wearing a blouse. It's going to be all of that stuff. You know, the internet. Internet's a fun place. I don't know if you've ever swung by.
Yeah, that Twitter. Look at that, though. Look at that. No look.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Who's making fun of anything?
Oh, God. I thought my leg was coming up and around.
The only thing is, if we get in that slow-mo, did your shirt come up to show off the stomach a little bit?
Hey, I earned that stomach. 30 years on the road. Old Billy Old-Timers game there.
There's comedian green rooms, man. There's comedian green rooms. They don't have much food in there, too. I've been in like one or two.
And that they have horrible food. And then the thing is, when you get up to like doing your own shows, like theaters, what you want to do is a little secret here, is all you do is you ask for like a salad with the protein and some waters. That's the only thing you ask for. Because if you ask for booze and all this stuff, you know, it's a union place. They're going to stock it with all of this stuff, overcharge you. And then when you leave, they're going to stock their refrigerators with all the stuff that you bought. That you paid for.
Little tip for the kids.
That's
there.
it.
Yep.
Shout out to the unions.
Right.
That's right. Oh, you always know it's a union house when you walk in and there's some guy with his legs up like he's going to be giving birth. And then you look at the security guard. He's like 106 years old. It's like, all right, so you outsource the security. You've got the skim going there.
2-1.
Listen, I love a union. I love a union, but I understand why they make pants in Mexico.
Uke had a great question. Why are there so many good comedians out of Boston, out of the New England area?
I'll tell you why. I think it's because just in general, there's something about New England where everybody is like a character. Like you always said, dude, that guy's a character. Like everybody is such a character, but they don't think that they are. Like there's so many people up here that I find that funnier than I am, but they don't even know they're being funny. And then all the great comics who started the comedy scene, Lenny Clark, Tony V, Don Gavin, Steve Sweeney, Kenny Rogerson, all of those guys, Santarelli, all of them set the bar so high of like the level of funny that they were at. Kevin Knox, I know I'm going to forget a bunch of guys here. I'm on the spot here. Late great Kevin Knox. Like Kevin Knox used to host a Tuesday at Nick's.
Gurriel will drive that one right to the edge of the warning track, and Verdugo will make that catch. And that is out number 2.
Like Kevin Knox used to host this show at Nick's Comedy Stop on Tuesday nights. And we used to joke that he didn't host the show. He just took breaks from killing. Like he would go up there. Usually a host goes up, hey, how's everybody doing? Clap it up. We got a great show for you. He would just go up, and every bit he had was a closing bit. Hammered skiing, getting pulled over for drinking and driving, having cocaine. I mean, you couldn't follow anything. And you would just go up there and try and ride his wave. And if you bombed, he actually took it personally. Like he felt like the crowd was looking at him like he did them a disservice. So I do remember when I moved to New York and guys would say that they killed. I remember thinking, like, that's not killing. You got the job done. I'm talking over the play, Harrison. Shut up.
No, 2 on for Collins. And he has homered in this game. We're looking forward to the show very much. My son came.
Derek Jeter would have made that a ball. I'm sorry. If it was a strike, you ever remember how we used to do that? Yeah, can I do my Derek Jeter?
Go ahead.
Here's my Derek Jeter.
Can we get this on camera?
Yeah, we can get this on camera.
I wait for the next pitch, and I'll do it for you. The one impression I do in my
you don't know if you're going to get it next pitch. You better
this is the one impression in the act you're going to see.
I'm going to say, okay.
There we go. There we go.
Here's Derek Jeter. A strike right down the plate. No movement on it whatsoever. This is what he would do. He'd go. Right. And I swear to God, like 6 times out of 10, he'd get a ball.
Right.
Granted, he was one of the greatest who ever did.
And then he'd do the outside one.
Oh, yeah,
he would lean over.
Yeah, he would do this. He would
lean over like it was a foot outside.
Genius.
And then you throw it to him again outside, and he hits it into right field, thinking like, oh, that's way too far out. I can't hit that.
Genius. I mean, that guy was incredible. I don't hate individuals. I just, if they're great, I can't work up that level of hatred.
Even Yankees, right?
No.
Yep.
There's a whole bunch of Yankees that I love. I just hate them.
You're a man of the people.
It's just what you're supposed to do. Although I got to tell you, Toronto talking trash really kind of lit a fire. Like it's really bugging me.
Yeah.
Ooh, they got some rough fans too up in the Rogers Center.
Well, that's a confident group over there.
Toronto?
They get nasty. And that bullpen.
Toronto.
Yeah. Let's go.
Oh, if you're down there,
we're
they
gonna
heckle
go.
you.
We'll go out to the right field one time.
Yeah, Toronto, actually, Canada in general is low-key hostile. You know what I mean? They try to act like they're the best white people, you know? But it's like, dude, there were people here before you got here, so get off your high horse.
Bill, thank you so much for the visit. Wonderful. Look forward to the show coming up on Sunday, August 21st.
Oh, I got a vitamin water. Who drinks this stuff? You guys advertising on that? Look at that. That looks like a dirty pool.
What? It's a gift for you.
There's electrolytes.
1-0, Toronto.
Are electrolytes even real?
Thank you, Bill. Appreciate it. Can't wait for the show.
He's trying to get me out of here. Thank you, Bill. All right, wrap it up. All right, we'll see you.